Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
What's going on, everybody?
We're joined by Waleed.
What's up, boys?
And joined by Brett.
What's up? Brett's
Who's
here to support
Brett.
other Bretts.
Brett supporting Brett's. As you can see, we have Brett from Big Brother. We have Brett from the Reality Guys. Brett supporting Brett. Because, there is such a shortage of support for white men. So we need Brett's making sure that we're keeping up. Holding up the charge. We're here for one of our favorite shows, The Circle. Now, if you go way back into our old multiverse, we covered the original seasons. Loved season 1. We have kind of been low on the show from seasons 2 through 4. Brian and myself specifically, as we've been covering these seasons. However, I'm happy to say that, at least from my part, this is the most I've enjoyed The Circle this week since season 1. I thought that there were some great twists we're going to get into. I thought the casting has been great, and we'll run through every member of the original cast here and then kind of some of the changes that occur. But I'm really just curious to feel like how you guys feel about it. So I'll start with Brian, then we'll just circle through. Like, how do you feel first impressions, first week, first 4 episodes, The Circle season 5?
I really enjoyed episode 1. I think it had some good. I thought the casting was pretty good compared to a couple last seasons. I liked the rest of the episodes. I wasn't crazy about them. I'm worried that the show is going to go back to I'm the one that probably hates on the Circle the most here. I think there's too much wholesome. Everyone's too nice, and I don't like that. That's why I really like Brett. And then, like Brett was saying, I'm supporting Brett. I don't think I'm going to support the Brian on the show because I don't think his gameplay was very good whatsoever. But overall, so far, I'm enjoying it.
Waleed, your thoughts?
Yeah, this is my first season of The Circle. I mean, it's season 5, and I haven't, caught up on the first 4 seasons. So this is my first introduction to the show, and definitely a lot went on. It's definitely a lot to keep up with. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the cast is good for the most part. I mean, definitely enjoying the twists and turns, and there's quite a lot of them, even in the first 4 episodes. Every time there's an alert on screen, I'm like, okay, what's next? What's coming up next? So it's definitely, it's a nice, different kind of show that I've never watched before. So I enjoy it.
Brett, besides supporting Brett, what did you think about week 1?
Well, the week 1, the first 4 episodes, whatever it was, I mean, it was decent. I definitely liked that Brett was on the cast because I'm a huge Big Brother fan, and he was on season 20 of that one, which is where Fessy, Casey, and Angela all came from, who are on the show.
Wow.
And so Brett, he was a big player on that season, one of my favorite players. Just outside of sharing a namesake, he was definitely very vocal and not kind of let's play nice. He was very just let's play the game. And he was a little rude sometimes, but I was glad to see him. And then after the first episode, when they got rid of him, I was super pissed and was going to turn it off because I've only seen one other season of The Circle and wasn't a huge fan of the show to begin with. So, but then when I saw he got to come back with the other hot white girl in the house, I was pretty excited for that. So I stayed tuned.
Wait, real fast. Did Brett hate Fessy?
Ooh.
Because that's going to be, I like him already, but I'm going to love him if he hates Fessy.
I don't remember if he hated him, but I'm pretty sure they were not aligned.
Okay, good. So that means yes.
Well, yeah, Brett was in the alliance and Fessy was not in the alliance. So
okay,
I like that.
Let's run through the cast. I think the best cast we've had in a while, at least the starting cast, and we'll work through some of the changes. As we've kind of talked about, we have Brett, 28-year-old from Las Vegas, 6th place on season 20 of Big Brother. He called himself a lovable douchebag. Then we had Xanthi, who is a 25-year-old model from Massachusetts. She only catfishes her career, makes herself a preschool teacher, very Greek tall, very energetic. She's going as herself. We also had Brian, the 47-year-old detective / fraud investigator, who's going to go as his 27-year-old daughter, Brittany. He said he's going to try to hook up with somebody from the show, look for a sugar boo. Raven, the deaf woman with her interpreter, Paris. Raven, very active in the game, I would say, the first 4 episodes. We also had Marin, a 27-year-old chemical engineer originally. Marvin, the 27-year-old chemical engineer from Nigeria. Smart, just monster, just an absolute monster. Sam, a 34-year-old makeup artist, the Brooklyn chick. also heavily involved in some of the early drama. Chaz, Shampoo Poppy.
Love
That's
it.
all I have for Chaz. And then Billie Jean, the model and radio personality, going in as Bruno. I did ask why there was an in-person catfish of Bruno. Like they had. Like,
Yeah, that threw me off on my notes. I would like to know what you, Bill. Did you have a scratch off on your notes?
No, I just was like, why is there a live Bruno? Like, is he one of the producers or something? Like, what? They don't have that for any of the other catfish.
Yeah,
Like, they'll have a
funny.
picture of them, but they had the
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, he's there.
Is
Oh, they had
Bruno
a
coming
talk?
later?
He didn't talk, but he was like physically. He had one of those. One of the things I hate about the circles, they do those dance videos of like
He had the recruitment
intros.
video.
He had an actual legit like half video.
Yeah, he had like the LSU video, like the Brian
Yeah,
Kelly,
yeah.
like the dancing. You're
I
spinning
mean, they're
on the
friends
stage.
though.
I know, but it's just funny that
It's
he's
not like
there.
a fake dude. It's, I guess.
Yeah, I thought they were
well,
both
this
gonna
whole thing's
be
filmed
in the
the
same
UK,
room.
if you guys didn't know.
Yeah, but why wasn't he there? That's my question. Maybe he originally was like supposed to be, and then maybe something changed.
Yeah. And what about and another person who's there but not playing is Paris?
Yeah. What I said about the first episode, rankings happen really quickly, which was fast. Two people are going to get voted out, but you have to publicly say who you'd block. And then if you're the one of the two influencers, that person instantly out. This is what I texted Brian, or like me and Brian's like side chat, and was just like, Brian, this is it. Like, circles back, like this is cool. And Brian hadn't gotten to this point yet. He's like, it's all right so far. And then when he got these, like, okay, I can see why you really like that.
The public rating, because I like that. I don't know if that's a new thing or what.
That's new.
But yeah, okay.
That's never happened. Yeah, Wally, that's never happened. So that was like oh crap. Like, all right, they're gonna be a little more savage. And to Brian's point, like they're very wholesome show. So I'm like, this is what I need here. This was the block list and the match list. Xanthi blocked Marvin, not the influencer. Bruno blocked Brett, not the influencer. Sam blocked Brett. We're starting to get a theme here. Brett blocks Sam, classic line. Well, not an influencer. Raven chooses Brett, but she is an influencer. Bye, Brett. You're blocked / eliminated. This is when we almost lost our Brett.
My notes say
Brittany,
fuck this show right there when that happens.
Brittany, aka Mr. Brian Dad, blocked Bruno. So we had a Brett and a Brian. Okay.
That's what I was saying. Like, I'll support people with my name, but I don't like that guy's gameplay.
No, he's horrible. He's
Yeah,
the
he was
worst player
bad.
by far.
Of course,
He's
he was
by
such a
far
bad
the worst player.
Yeah. I really thought he had a lot more he was going to show. I honestly
Same.
forgot his name was Brian. I just knew him as like the dad playing the daughter.
Yep.
And he like was playing, even when they showed him in his room, he was playing super nice. Like, oh, I'm not going to be mean to people.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I thought you came in saying you were like a super spy or something.
Exactly.
Now
I was
you're
expecting
playing
more.
soft as
I'm a
hell.
fraud investigator.
Yeah.
Marvin blocks Sam. Chaz blocks Xanthi. Who's going home? Episode 1 ended. Episode 2 starts. Unfortunately, Xanthi is blocked, eliminated by Chaz, the second influencer. This is where we get the first big twist. Brett and Xanthi meet each other. They instantly hit it off, kind of like, oh, that sucks. Like they thought we were good looking, blah, blah, blah. We might be catfish. They get to stay in the game, hang out together, live together in an apartment, and play as a new character. I mean, for our dude, like
This is best
best consolation prize of all
This is even better.
time.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Like going out first sucks, but if this is what happens next, then like it's definitely worth it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The other dudes are going to be so upset when they get to like the reunion and find out, or eventually if they eliminate the new doppelganger and find out they've been staying there, they'll be like, you dog. Like, and
I don't know why anyone would want to be in the show anyways if they're not being a catfish, because that's like the whole point of the show. Like it seems boring as it is to be in that room stuck, but I would at least want to like have fun with it and be a catfish.
Yeah,
I agree.
So now he gets to be a catfish and be with the cute girl. So.
If they're not hooking up by the end, then I'm gonna be angry.
Like,
I want them to miss circle chats because they're having sex.
They are
Look,
now
super
Jennifer, the
awkward, you are.
51-year-old hot dog trainer. This was Brian's favorite part of the whole episode, the goodbye messages from Brett and Xanthi. Brett ended it with kick rocks, losers.
Good. I mean, just everyone's way too nice on the show. Like when they wake up every morning, oh man, it must have been really tough eliminating somebody. It's like, shut up, man. Like,
Love you, Circle
yeah,
Fam.
yeah, circle fan for life. Hashtag I suck. It's so dumb.
Right.
Hot. Love
Well,
you
like
forever.
most of the entertainment from the show is us watching them talk and not what they're typing. So imagine being on the receiving end of
Oh,
everything.
so it must be so
types.
terrible.
It's terrible. It's annoying.
Mhm.
Like
Unless you
it's
literally
so
are having a
obnoxious the
roommate
way
now.
people talk, and it creates a texting message versus just having a normal conversation.
That's why I like Raven. Like, she's just doing she's just doing her sign and like dancing around, and then Paris is laugh. I feel like they're gonna win.
Yeah, I think so too, unless they scheme her out.
Yeah, unless Brett is diabolical, which he should be.
He should be. They should get her out.
He's targeting her and he's targeting Chaz like
Yeah.
he should be.
Right.
He's like, oh, they have too much influence. We got to get rid of them now.
You would think he's played another game show before where he needs to
Right.
like be diabolical.
Yeah.
We also, with the coming of our fusion Jennifer character, have a new actual person, Honorable Tom.
I didn't have a problem with that.
Stand-up comedian who apparently lives in the Tower of London, which gets you the title of honorable. He did make a joke he could be the king with an apocalyptic event, so I thought that was kind of funny. Just kind of weird, right? Like, I didn't know you could live in the Tower of London.
I don't keep up on British royalty. I think
Yeah, I don't
people
watch
that
The
like
Crown.
it, like
For
obsess over it, are dumb.
For our team and our community that's watching here, and I know you are, let us know about The Crown. Why should we care about the Tower of London? Should that be a reality show in itself?
Did you know the show's filmed in London or Manchester or something?
Yeah, it's in England. Yeah.
I saw the weight room was in kilograms. Plus, they have a lot of British people. So, like, where the hell is this filmed? And then
No,
boom,
it is
London.
like right outside of London, in London, that they leave the thing up there. It's really funny. I thought it was kind of funny. The truth game, the truth and dare wasn't bad. I think Chaz could definitely be a contender as well. He had brought the story about his brother. He shared that with everyone. We've seen that in the circle before. If you have like a sob story, you got a shot to win. So dead mom, dead brother.
Well, this is the
like
game where, like,
poor.
yeah, you
Like, I
win
mean-
by having a sob story.
Yeah,
or like
I don't
having
like
people
that.
like you. And then it's not necessarily like an elimination game.
You volunteer for like handicapped kids, like 100%. And look, we love children, but I'm just saying that
Just
Unless
lie
you
at
have
this
guys
point.
like Brett, you don't have anyone taking shots at those people. Like in Survivor, everyone sees them as threats and takes shots at them. But
Yeah.
in this game,
Mhm.
people don't do that stuff.
Right. They're like, oh, I think they'll rate me high too. And it's like, they're so dumb.
Carpet bomb and sabotage all the good people and put the crappy people up top. They're not going to
Yeah.
win in the end.
Yeah, pretty much, if you're a person who's social and knows how to build relationships, whether you're playing a catfish or not, like, that's the key. You have to do that, like, no matter what. So,
Wait,
And
how
the-
do you win this game? How do you win?
The
It's a
end, you
voting.
get voted like by the peers.
Like the final 4 or 5 vote. And like you just, it's the same thing. You don't vote for yourself. And
So then you
build
end up
these-
voting for the most likable person generally, like the most, like least, unless somebody screwed you over. You're like,
Mhm.
all right, like last year, what's his? It was like not Courtney didn't win last year. What was his name? The one last year.
Honestly, don't remember.
Or 2 years ago. He was like a teacher and did a lot of community stuff, and but was also like dead broke, and so that person won. It's always just like the story.
Yeah, which is why I don't like it.
Like, didn't Joey win season 1?
He was season
right?
1, yeah.
Yeah, and he was likable, like he was goofy, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, sure, Joey."
I thought it was
Like,
gonna be
whatever.
Shuby.
Yeah, well, what?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
No, I didn't hear what you said.
I said, oh, I thought we were doing a bit there.
No.
I thought Shuby was gonna win at season 1.
Yeah, when he come in third or something like that.
I think he came in second.
Second.
I don't know who that is, but spoilers.
Shuby
for-
was the
for
guy that
episode
showed up at
5.
the very end.
Yeah, for
Shuby's
episode
the guy that
5,
showed at
I
the end.
saw they said something about
Shuby's
Shuby.
on our list of 15, Brian.
He literally looks like, I know he comes back on. He looks like they just froze him in like carbonite.
He has
and then
literally has
he
not
just wears
aged
like
a
basic
day.
solid color shirts and jeans, and they
6,
just
7
like
years.
unfroze him and put him back in. Like, help, we need to bring him back in for ratings.
Oh god.
Well, once they bring in the new people jumping forward, they seem like they're going to spice things up a little bit.
No, I think the new people, and I think that's what the tease is when they're talking about the numbers. I think they realize quickly, like, well, there's like just as many new people now as the originals. Like, we don't get to get squeezed out. Like, at least that's how I would think of it as. Like, screw this. Like, we're not getting squeezed out by the OGs. The second set of player rankings came out. Chaz, Raven, Sam, Marvin, Bruno, and Brittany. That means Chaz and Raven are the influencers. They each get to save somebody on the spot publicly, then have to eliminate someone. Chaz saves Sam, so that alliance paid off for Sam, but not for Team Melanin. Raven saves Marvin. Obviously, they're into each other. Brittany and Bruno are on the chopping block. Two good catfish sniff outs, I said too. So, I mean, that would be like 2 out of 3 of the first eliminations would be catfish. Bruno makes good heartfelt plea to Chaz. Set each other's dating profile up to shade people. This one was good. I like this challenge. Again, I like what you said, Brian, when you throw the sass and the shade, like we get to start seeing people get upset, and I like that.
And they do it so easily too. So like you can't tell me that these like that's what the normal people online are like. That
Well,
this isn't a good portrayal. The show doesn't portray what it's actually like online.
No, they should be mean to each other.
Yes.
I want a mean version. Like people are mean to each other. Let them like see what each other looks like, make fun of each other for what they look like, and like they're like
Right. Like they
bad
should
opinions.
put these profiles on Twitter for 24 hours and let's see how people react to them.
Give them 24-hour access to just their profiles, and then just let them all go.
At least half the cast should be catfishes, and everyone should be way more mean.
Yeah, we've made references where everyone thinks that they're the only catfish, but everyone is a catfish. Like that's the rules. That's what they should do. We're smarter.
We lose Brittany, aka Brian, which is now funny. I didn't really think about it, but we had Brian and Brett eliminated week 1.
I mean, Brian needed to go. He was just not.
Yeah, it's really funny.
He wasn't it.
2 out of the 4 here were eliminated. Waleed, unfortunately, we didn't make it into the circle, so we cannot be.
Hey, Brett's still in the game. He got upgraded.
Yeah, but he got voted out. They had to make him like the most likable doppelganger too, so that like they can try to keep them around for at least a few weeks. Like no one's gonna vote her out, hopefully, right away. Really looking forward to next week. Like I said, it looks like we have Shuby's back. Looks like there's going to be some drama. There was a lot of crime. People were upset. Looks like the hacker will come back to the hackers, probably like the Jersey Shore. That's the Jersey Shore tease of that.
That'll be in the next. That'll probably be in the 3rd.
That's gonna be the end of like or mid, like end of 3, but 4, and it'll affect us like the following week. So
wait, is hacker? Is that a twist they've done before?
Yeah,
they did it last year, and you basically get to like one. It's like an influencer gets to go in and like I think you can like observe conversations. You can screw with people. Like
they had a hacker competition in Big Brother also in the same season Brett was in. So I wonder if he'll allude to that in his confessionals.
Home field advantage per se. Check out our coverage. We're going to be here every week, covering week by week. We also have a few other things going on. January is going to be super busy for the channel. We have shows including our continuing coverage of the challenge, our coverage of Below Deck, Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion. We're going to have Married at First Sight, RuPaul's Drag Race. We will have The Bachelor coming back. I know I'm missing something, but there's plenty of stuff. I have a calendar here.
MILF Manor.
Yep. MILF Manor on Sundays. Yeah, I think that's it, right? Still a lot of shows. It's like 6 or 7 shows in and Jersey Shore comes back January 26th.
Okay, there we go.
So there we go.
Sally, what up?
So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends the channel's growing. In the new year, have some really good, exciting news about some stuff that the channel is going to do to kind of give back, some charitable efforts and some partnerships that we're working on. So stay tuned for that. And just ways for us all to kind of give back, just besides a little bit of entertainment. There's a lot of people out there we could help. So for myself, Brian, Brett, Waleed, thank you. Peace.